At the start of the movie, we see a giant alien attacking a planet. The soldiers were all attempting to stop him. It is discovered that this is not a real scene but rather a scene from a movie. Many people enjoy watching this in theaters. Later, we observe a planet populated by many aliens. They were living in the same way as we humans do on this planet. We come into an alien named Lam who is employed in the planetarium of this planet. The show has attracted many children and they believe that any alien will assault their world one day. Lam was assuring them that there's nothing quite like an alien. This is only a comics fictional character. Nothing like this will ever happen in real life as it is only depicted in movies. After the show, Lam catches up with his friend who had been waiting for the film's second part. They inform Lam what when the film is released. They will watch it together. Lam explained to them that I have grown up and no longer believe I won't waste my time seeing this film if it has anything to do with aliens. Meanwhile, Lam's next door neighbor approaches him. Lam's biggest crush was on her, but he could not tell him. In addition, we witness a massive spaceship approaching their planet. It is dedicated in their planet's secret space. It is discovered that many more rovers from Earth have been dispatched to this place. All the sent items from the Earth have been preserved. This is also detected by the rover dispatched by Earth and it becomes active on its own. Its job was to identify and approach any object that come close to it. Lam, on the other hand, was having a good time in this home. He hears a massive sound after a while. When he goes outside to investigate, he notices a spacecraft landing behind his house. After witnessing this, Lam becomes frightened. A human-like alien emerged from the spaceship. After leaving the spacecraft, this alien, who was an astronaut, places the American flag. When he sees Lam, he becomes terrified and flees. We later see the planet's base and their leaders has an idea that any spaceship has landed in their planet. Later, we witness a swarm of aliens circling the spaceship. There are the natives of this place. Everyone was surprised to see this spaceship. They as well were concerned because everyone believes that an alien has come. Lam was working in the planetarium as per his routine and he was cleaning it when he heard a noise, and it turns out that the alien has come there secretly. Lam becomes quite nervous to see this astronaut alien and he begins to flee because he could not believe that alien exists. However, an alien that emerged from another spaceship was in front of him. As much as Lam feared him, the alien feared him as well. He was fleeing from Lam because he was terrified of him. As a result, he realizes who he is and approaches her to introduce himself and declares that I am an astronaut from the planet Earth. I am not there to harm anyone. The astronaut tells Lam that the spaceship on which I arrived has returned me to the command module. If I am unable to reach there timely, the command module will return to Earth. Without me, I will be locked here for the rest of my life. After hearing everything, Lam believes there is an issue and that he should assist this astronaut. Lam then puts him in his car and drives him to his spaceship. However, there was a large trunk present and reports and people were there. They were trying to figure out where the alien had gone. After a while, the force arrived and everyone was trying to figure out where the alien was. When Lam noticed this, he takes the astronaut into his home and hides him. Lam and the astronaut are aware of such persons and forces. After witnessing them, it is virtually difficult to reach into space. While searching for the alien, the rover reaches out of it. After seeing this, the astronaut becomes overjoyed. A friend of Lam's come up to him every now and then inform him that you don't believe in aliens. Now an alien has come to our planet. As he goes inside his room, he becomes afraid to see an alien inside. Lam tells him friend the entire tale and asks for his help. In speech manners possible reach out of the spaceship. Lam and the rover share a strong friendship. Rover was behaving like a pet which Lam likes. After a while, the force's personnel were reaches for the inspection of each house. It was now Lam's house turn. When the officer arrives, they immediately begin searching the house. The astronaut acts as if he is in command of them. Both were foolish enough to believe they were in complete control. Later, they all gave us orders to drive us to a comic store. When the alien army's commander arrives, he thinks to himself to establish a base of operation in one of these houses. As a result, they could keep an eye on the spaceship to arrest when the alien arrives. arrives, and Lam's house was the closest to this spaceship. As a result, the order to relocate his headquarters residence has been issued. When the army enters, several things are checked. The aliens eating things wrappers has been thrown. It's like a chocolate wrappers, and it's obvious that an alien had undoubtedly arrived. Everyone was wondering why Lams was not at his place. It was widely known that he may have power over him. It was famous everywhere that Lam is both with the alien and under alien influence. Why doesn't Lam inform his neighbor about his heart's desire? When he approaches her, she was enraged that you have kept the secret. She thinks that Lam under alien control. Lam's afraid was quite impressed with the alien that he was acting like him, and it's all caught on cameras by a reporter. This video has gone viral to the point where everyone knows where Lams is. Also, they have an idea of how the alien seems. Later, army personnel arrives at this alien. After putting him in his car, Lam flees the scene. Army personnel on the other hand were taking astronauts spaceship to their base. Nobody knows where the base was located. It was a top secret location. They believe it is impossible to reach that space. Lam has an idea and he learns that one of the movie's part will be released today, and everyone is extremely thrilled about it, and they are all looking forward to it. Arrive there after doing aliens outfits. There were a lot of other people who were influenced as well. The film similarity was one thing, but having an alien on Earth was another. It also has a unique appeal. As a result, many people have begun to wear alien costumes. They get lost in all these people once they arrive, because no one knew who they were, and an anchor comes in and informs us about a secret costume competition we are having. Your outfit appears to be authentic and you have been pre-claimed the winner. After inviting them on stage, request a speech. On the other hand, the captured rover is presently approaching an astronaut. The soldiers arrive at the same time that he did. They learn that this isn't a costume but rather a real astronaut. The army was about to detain Lam and the astronaut. However, he knows acts as through Lam has been released and he is no longer affected by it. Lam's next door neighbor is likewise, and everyone was excited to see it. The army is now taking the astronaut and the rover in the base. After all this, Lam doesn't give up and still wants to help him because he isn't bad. All he wants to do is return home. He also informs his neighbor, who is aware of Lam's true attentions. There's also no need to be concerned about the astronaut. Lam is approached by the rover, who later reveals the location of the base. Rover, Lam and the next door neighbor all reaches for the base. It was a completely unfamiliar location for Lam. He had no idea what he was doing, so he double checked everything. As a result, a button is pressed and massive base door opens. It declares that this is the same place where the spaceship and astronauts are kept. Rover was going ahead, so he asked him, neighbor and Lam to join him. When Lam arrives, he notices those army men downside. They are preparing to open the astronaut's brain to see how he is from the inside. When Rover notices this, he stops them and they continue on their way to the spaceship. After saving the astronaut, they were preparing to board a spaceship when they were surrounded by the army. The general has already arrived, telling Lam and the astronaut that if they try to flee, he will hit a bomb nearby. From there, no one could go. Lam believes he is joking, that he would never do such a thing. However, as they approach the base, the general emerges his gun and blasts. The fire separates throughout the spacecraft and the astronaut returns inside because the general was trapped behind a massive road. He needed to be rescued. Lam was urging him to flee, but he believes it is necessary to save the general. In the spaceship, Lam and his neighbor, the rover and the general have sat. Later, the astronaut pilots the spaceship which travel to other space. The astronaut shows gravity to everyone. The general regains his sense and the astronaut re-lands his spaceship on that planet, dropping them all there. From this act of astronaut, the general think of him as a good man and he is not a mere alien, and asks him to go back, that he may simply return, and that when the astronaut was about to take his rover, he notices him close to Lam and he makes the decision to retain this rover with Lam. He also says his goodbye to Lam, who have been now good friends. As a result of Lam's assessment, the astronaut is able to return to his space, and in the end we notice that a pet of this planet has gone with him. And this film film and share. Viewers, I hope you like this explanation. Then subscribe my channel and press the bell notification so that our video can reach you first and we can be encouraged. Stay with us, stay connected, and thanks for watching.